Spanish thyme, and I use rosemary.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
The National Youth Ambassador Corps has been revived. Details on the way.
Plus, the story of an entire generation of teachers spanning over decades. An amazing story there.
Hurricane Milton has strengthened. It's expected to make its Florida landfall tomorrow evening. Our Basil Dean has the call.
And coming up in sports, more on Eleuthera softball champs.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, I'm Marcellus Hall.
And I'm LaDawn Davis. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Well, a rainy Tuesday, certainly in the capital, LaDawn, and, well, have to pull out my galoshes.
Galoshes, raincoat, and sometimes jet ski, Marcellus. Whatever it takes, Marcellus.
You better believe it. Let's keep dry and dive straight into our news for tonight.
After nearly a decade of its absence this week, the National Youth Ambassadors Corps of the Bahamas has been revived with the installation of 14 youth ambassadors. The relaunch marks a new chapter for youth leadership and engagement in national and international forums. Rayard Spence, youth officer at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, shared the significance of this program.
One of the reasons why we're so excited is because it speaks to how not only the young people are moving, but how the country is moving. So we have 14 young people that have taken up the charge to say that they're going to serve country and be the voice of young people in this country. And we could not be any more proud and any more excited about what they're getting ready to do in this nation.
The newly installed ambassadors will represent the Bahamas in various regional and international platforms, promoting youth perspectives on issues ranging from climate change to education. Newly installed Dean of the National Youth Ambassador Corps and Youth Ambassador to the United Nations, Amber Turner, described what this meant for her, fellow ambassadors, and Bahamian youth.
I'm really excited to be installed as a youth ambassador tonight. I think it's really important that youth of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas have a voice and have individuals in positions that can leverage their voices for important matters such as climate change, sustainable development, education reform, and the likes. I think youth are pivotal when it comes to nation building, and just having this opportunity today is really important.
Well, it's very rare you would hear the story of a generation of teachers, and tonight we share the legacy of a long-standing principal at a top private institution who's not only made a lasting impact on his family, but within the noble teaching profession itself for the past 4 decades.
A beautiful opportunity to sit back and to work with parents and students and teachers and to see the formation, the spiritual, intellectual formation of people.
His teaching career spans over 4 decades, but for Perry Cunningham, nurturing and shaping the minds of students in both the private and public school systems has been rewarding, to say the least.
In the government system, I was there at CV Bethel for a short time, the Language Arts Department. I moved to Aaron Bailey as a senior person, senior master for 7 years. Wonderful experience at Aaron Bailey. I believe that the Bahamians at large are not really aware of what all the good and achievement that is done in the public system. You have some amazing teachers and outstanding administrators, and I thank God that I had the privilege to work with them.
But what's startling is that the current principal of the Temple Christian Schools has inspired his 2 siblings and about 5 of his nieces to also become educators, which he says brings him great joy.
I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. God has blessed us with that gift to relate to young people. And what they do is amazing. It's not only going to the regular school, but during the summer, there is a vocation Bible school that a number of my my sisters, they are into.
Amid continued challenges plaguing the education sector, Cunningham is of the view that implementing advanced education technology in local schools would help to curb them.
There are schools that are ahead of us. You know, there's coding, there is blockchain, that's going on in these schools. And so when students come out in some of these other schools, they are ready to go into the workplace.
A pastor for some 12 years, 68-year-old Cunningham says he doesn't plan to retire just yet, but when it comes to that point, he says he will continue to educate Bahamians through teaching and preaching the Word of God.
And still to come, my alma mater in the house tonight, the Big Red Machine. Stay tuned to find out why they're here.
I've been shopping JBI Healthy Choice Coconut Milk for years.
And I've been using the JBI jerk seasoning for quite some time now, maybe about 4 years.
And whenever I get my JBI jasmine rice, I love to pair it with the JBI kidney beans. I've been using JBI kidney bean with coconut milk for about 10 years.
I enjoy using the JBI product. I love the green pigeon peas, especially on a Sunday when I have to cook that family meal. I've been using it now for a few years. My family love it, and we all enjoy it.
I normally make my own jerk, but this is the next best thing.
Try JBI.
And I want to wish you a happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, JBI.
Thank you, Bahamas.
Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
And welcome back. An absolutely beautiful shot of the sun. Wish we could see it right now. Set over Nassau Cruise Port. Steady drone shot. Looking at that there by drone pilot Neville Smith. Let's see right now what's happening for our Family Islands.
Family Island News is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
In a significant move to improve health care across the Family Islands, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the Interdevelopmental Bank and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, dispatched a fleet of ambulances to several islands. This initiative is part of a broader effort to strengthen emergency medical services and to ensure that residents of the less populated Family Islands receive timely medical care.
These ambulances will provide critical support for our emergency medical services in those communities, ensuring that we are able to respond to healthcare emergencies in the quickest time possible, really overcoming some of the problems that we have had historically.
Now, with the arrival of these ambulances, plans for ongoing training of medical personnel in the Family Islands is ongoing to ensure that they are prepared to handle emergency situations efficiently.
Of emergency vehicles have to be certified. We have on our staff an EVAC certified trainer who will be conducting training for the drivers of the ambulances that will be deployed throughout the Family Islands.
Additional ambulances will be sent to Cat Island, Long Island, Eleuthera, and San Salvador in the coming weeks.
Well, tonight we welcome two members of the St. Augustine's Alumni Ball Committee, Chairperson Lisa McCartney and Co-Chairperson Osborne Moxie, who is the Vice President, perhaps. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, the Big Red Machine.
It's wonderful to be here, LaDawn.
So tell us a little bit about the Alumni Ball. How did it all come about and what's expected at the ball this year?
Well, it started about 4 years ago when our past president, Sherelle, was interested in raising money to help with scholarships to go to SAC. One of the things she wanted to do was create an opportunity not only to give back in terms of scholarships, but also to reward and recognize those who had contributed to our community, who are honorees and persons who we would want to honor. And it was her idea, and we are just continuing it, and we're in our 4th year.
All right, and Osborne, how successful can you say the ball has been over the past 4 years, as Lisa had mentioned?
Oh, we've been very successful. We have been able to fulfill one of our core mantras, which is to provide scholarships to students, whether it's incoming students or students that currently attend St. Augustine's College, and helping out those needy persons, especially the families. Over the last couple of years, especially with COVID, we found that a lot of families, you know, they weren't able to actually fulfill their obligations to the school with regard to school fees. And this was one of the ways that we were able to really give back, especially over the last couple of years. So we are not only the ball, we also have a number of other charitable activities that we undertake, just so that we're able to fulfill that core goal. And
Lisa, I guess you can answer this question. Who is actually being honored this time around?
Our alumnus of the year is Algernon Cargill. Our alumna of the year is Daphne Mialis. We also have our Dr. Linda Davis. We have persons like the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, the Honorable Melanie Griffin. You also have persons like Brenda Knowles. We have Nicholas Rees. We have Dr. Dion Cunningham. There are 20 honorees in total that will be honored at this coming ball.
Why 20? Is that a significant number?
No, actually it's not. It's based on nominations, actually. Persons would nominate in the month of January, and then based on their nominations, then we would meet as an association. We would decide those persons that would get the honorees.
Osborne, I'll let you get in on this question. So tell us about some of the details of the ball. Where is it going to be? Which day is it going to be?
The ball will be at the Atlantis Hotel Ballroom, October 19th. And so just come out, you're going to have some fun. Essence Band will be there as well. Actually, for the first time ever, the Archbishop, he is actually the patron of the ball. And so we're really excited about this. And so we're just happy that everybody can come out and enjoy, and they should have a lot of fun.
All right, Lisa, Osborne, it's such a pleasure having you guys on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. My mother is an alumni, SAC 1972, so all the best to you and your team as you celebrate St. Augustine's College. Thank you.
And just one more thing, LaDon, before you finish, they need to know where to get the tickets from. And so they can go on Mobile Assist or the SAC Alumni Association.org, and they can get tickets from there.
Thank you guys so much. Marcellus, what's coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports for tonight, Eleuthera once again taking center stage in softball. Details ahead in sports.
Feel the difference. Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
Hey, are you looking to save for a big purchase or occasion? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond, and I am guaranteed to earn interest on your money with terms ranging from 1 to 6 years. Government savings bonds are safe, and for as little as $100, you can start to save for your future. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond, and I'm available to any Bahamian, guaranteed. Go to the Central Bank website and search savings bonds for more details.
I've been a J.S. Johnson customer for over 15 years. This was the first and only insurance company I've ever been with since I was a teen. And the reason I stayed is because they treat everyone like family, like literally. They greet you from the door, walk you inside. You can have a nice little conversation. They treat you like family. I love it. I would definitely recommend J.S. Johnson to anybody. J.S. Johnson, that's where it's at.
I took a trip to 4 Point Town.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. This past weekend, Eleuthera once again taking notice that they are still the softball capital of the Bahamas as they hosted an important tournament to get softball back on the map. Our Charles Fisher was there and has this report.
It was great to see softball in Eleuthera looking like the golden days when the island was once considered the softball capital of the Bahamas. What a show of talent with the Windermere Wonders and the Palmetto Point E&D Punishers, the top teams. They received their awards at the end of it all and happy to be crowned Eleuthera Softball Association champs. Team managers Philippa Kelly and Keyshawn Morley.
Absolutely amazing. We worked really hard throughout this entire season, and to come up as #1 is definitely an overwhelming feeling. So I'm really happy.
Just excited. Celebration still going to continue. I'm just glad that 2 of the titles of modified pitch was able to come south of Eleuthera, south of Savannah Song. Yeah, so just excited. I just want to commend the guys, commend the girls for the hard fight each and every night. We did our thing, and we showed out, and we represent South Eleuthera really well.
Wonders, first-time champs, and should be a proud bunch.
A lot of our players haven't played in a long time, but guess what? When I called, they showed up to the call. We have a very vibrant, strong team. Some of them are experienced. They've been in the field for a very long time, but they've been out sitting on the bench. But to see them come up to the plate right now and #1, we're really happy about it.
And speaking about coming up to the plate, the Punishers, just about everyone from 1 to 9 able to hit the ball out of the park. A sure show of strength. And yes, they were able to beat the top teams out of New Providence not only once, but twice.
Every single day, every single night, we come out there and we play and we give our best. I just got one word to describe them as warriors. Warriors each and every night. No matter the situation, no matter if we down 10 starters, we come out each and every night and we play hard. And I think we deserve this. We deserve this, and we're going to celebrate the win along with the Windermere Wonders 2.0. We got to have a good time.
ESA President Brian Ninjanilli elated with the amount of young, raw talent on the island and excited about what's to come.
You see the talent of the girls we have there, and the young men, where all the talents one time ago was in the north. Now it's switched, like most of the good talent is in the south, where these guys play slow pitch and modified pitch now. They're going to play fast pitch because a few of them in Savannah Song are going to play the fast pitch game, and they're going to mix up with the 3 teams to see if we could get this league up and running.
Great weekend of softball and talent on display. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And that's it. You look at sports for you here this Tuesday. Our Tuesday weather outlook just ahead. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. Not only do we guarantee the best prices on all your favorite building materials, we're proud to offer the best delivery program in all of Nassau. Whether you buy 1 box of screws or a truckload of plywood, island-wide delivery is just $5. And for our Family Island customers, we're proud to offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. Visit us today at the CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road and check out our website to set up your next delivery.
Are you ready? Keep the vibe alive. Music group, along with Alpha Sounds, present the best of the best. Raking Straight Explosion Reloaded. This is the biggest one-day all-Bahamian concert of the year. Featuring KB, D-Mac, Abby, Mama D, Fan Sean, Shine 242, The Falcon, and more. Mark your calendars. It's going down November the 2nd at Super Club Races Ground. Tickets now available at BahamasEtickets.com or both Beauty Shack locations. General admission $60. VIP, Skybox, and Skypods also available. For more info, call 394-0819 or email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Experience the magic once again with more legends for one night only. Come party with us November 2nd at Best of the Best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast, and Milton continues to fluctuate in intensities, now back up to 165 miles per hour, making it a Category 5 hurricane as it takes aim for the west coast of Florida. As you can see on our live weather radar, well-defined eye, indicative of that intense wind field there, and you can see also some thunderstorm activity taking place near the eye wall as well. And this system is expected to make landfall sometime during the early morning of Thursday. And boating forecast tonight, well, it's brought to you by Live Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. In the northwestern parts of our country through Wednesday, southwest to west winds, those winds will be increasing 15 to 20 knots, wave heights building 4 to 7 feet over the ocean, so we'll put caution flags in place later on tonight for you boaters in the northwest Bahamas. Now, your high tide, that will take place at 14 minutes past midnight. Your low tide taking place at 6:76 tomorrow morning. And for the central and southeastern parts of our country, winds will be out of the southwest, not too bad, 10 to 15 knots, but that will change. 2 to 4 feet would be those wave heights. And as we roll into Thursday, and this is when Milton will be at its closest point to the Bahamas, we will see south to southwest winds, 20 to 30 knots. They'll be gusting up to 40 knots at times. Very, very rough sea conditions at 8 to 12 feet over the ocean. So on Thursday, we're simply asking small craft to stay in port. Now, your low tide will take place at 7:13 in the morning with a high tide at 1:50 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands on Thursday, south to southwest winds also increasing in the central and southeastern islands to caution levels, 15 to 20 knots, very rough seas at 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
All day I need over these little baby kids. I need me to But anyway, I gonna fall down the road to see down this place down the road. And if you down there, there's gonna be some problems. But guess what? I got a headache and I tired mine. Every other night, Andrew would call round.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 for a complete weather forecast.
All right, thanks a lot, Basil. Looks like more rain, LaDawn. I was saying I need to drink more water, but it looked like somebody got the message wrong. They said drive through the water instead, so it's been crazy.
And you know, we really have to pray for our neighbors in the north and that there's no loss of life and no injuries during Hurricane Milton. But we're now going to turn things over to Matea Cunningham with Let's Talk Socials.
Welcome back to Let's Talk So. Hurricane winds, am I right? Anywho, I'm Matea, and welcome back to Let's Talk Socials. Now, as we all know, it's still hurricane season here in the Bahamas, and our neighbors in Florida are feeling the effects heavily. Between the outskirts of Hurricane Helene and the newly formed Category 4 Hurricane Milton, Floridians are worried. Some, though, cope with their fears a little differently. Some choose to laugh it away. At least these users anyway. Take a look at these social media users who decided to get a laugh out of their unfortunate realities.
Rusty Cray, pizza is the pizza, for you.
It's safe to say most Floridians have a sense of humor. Let's be honest. Most of us can relate to that Mexican mom using the rain to clean her furniture. All jokes aside, let's ensure we're making the necessary preparations this hurricane season. Vote in our polls tonight. Have you begun making necessary hurricane preparations? I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials.
Let's Talk Socials indeed. Good job, Matea. That's a wrap for us tonight, LaDawn.
It sure is, Marstellus. Stay tuned, though, for the rundown with Clint Watson live from Grand Bahama. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZMS.